Hi everyone, my name is Tiara Jacquelina and I'm very honored to have been invited to be a part of the International Women's Day celebration with all of you. Happy Women's Day! I'm so sorry I couldn't be there in person, but thanks to technology, I'm there with you in spirit. Not many of you know me or know of the work I do or how I got here, but I started out as a talent agent when I was in college. I learned the ropes myself, and it was a very challenging time for me because I was young, I didn't know anyone, and trying to break through into a world where advertising is very intimidating for a start, and trying to break into that world and to introduce myself as a new possible outfit that could help them source for new faces for commercials and start Malaysia's first talent casting agency at the age of 18 was very intimidating for me. I suppose there's that part of me that's always been a little audacious and ambitious, and I can do anything, and when you're 18 you really can just do anything. I've told this story a couple of times about how I walked into Leo Burnett advertising agency with my partner then, my college mate partner, Jennifer, and told them, we have a proposal that can change the face of advertising in Malaysia forever, which is very pompous for an 18-year-old child to come in and declare. But they were very curious about what this was, and it was the proposal to start Malaysia's first official talent casting agency. I told them, I have a lot of friends who are very good looking. I have a lot of college friends, college mates who are very good looking. I know a lot of good looking children, aunties, uncles, and what I'll do is I'll put them all together in a file for you, and you can choose faces for your next commercials. And that's how I started out. The people at Leo Burnett actually gave me my first break, and I'm very grateful to them for that. And that was the beginning of my foray into advertising / entertainment / the art. Several years later, I went into TV production, learned the ropes about producing, and how this really came about was through our talent casting work. We were asked to cast for an Indonesian film, and this producer was looking for actors in Malaysia at the time to star in his film. After casting maybe several hundreds of different actors, he said, would you audition for the film as well? And I said, no, I don't think I'm really inclined to acting, and I'm not very fond of the quality of films that I see. But he says, what would your interest be? I said, I think I'd be much happier owning the business rather than being in front of the camera and being told how to do something or how to act and why I should act a certain way. So this producer made me a deal. If you audition and you get the role and you sign up for 4 films with me and go back to Indonesia with me, I will train you how to be the best producer Malaysia ever saw. And that, for me, being the entrepreneur that I am, that was a deal. I said, okay, I can put aside 2 years of my life, do 4 films, and learn from this very experienced producer who became like my godfather, really, Bustal Nawawi. I learned the ropes, came back to Malaysia and started a television production company. That was me really taking a huge leap of faith, leaving my family behind and just taking off to Indonesia. Fortunately, I had family there. My mother's from Indonesia, but she moved to Malaysia in the 60s. But still, it was very scary, not knowing anyone else and just kind of walking into a new scene. But television production became the start of then my career in producing, and the ambition of wanting to produce top quality films and later musical theatre. So it all started there. One 5'2" and no more girl with a grand ambition of changing the whole landscape of film and the arts in Malaysia kind of bearing the Malaysian flag on her chest and just charging into Indonesia, coming back here with a big dream. But I think it really just starts there, and it was possible for me, and it is possible for anyone really to just go out there, go with a strong belief in yourself, and really you need to tell yourself you can take over the world. So be courageous, follow your heart, find your passion, that's so important. Give it your best shot always, because I always believe you only have one chance in life to prove yourself, whether you're worth it or not. And I take every opportunity very, very seriously. I still believe in that till today. I'm very, very fortunate though that I have had the opportunity to work with some of the most talented people in Malaysia who share the same passion as me in the work we do, from the work we do in film, the work that we do on stage, in stage musicals, Putri Gunung Ledang the musical, Secret Life of Nora, P. Ramlee the musical. I'd like to think that they might have contributed in a little way to the advancement of musical theatre in Malaysia. That's always been my dream, really, to just see Malaysia out there competing with the world's best, able to fly just as high, just as good as anyone else in the world. We could be if we just put our minds and our hearts to it. The other thing that I'm very passionate about and that I spend a lot of time doing right now is arts education and training young people to be the new torch bearers of our industry. So I set up an academy, the Infinity Academy of Musical Theatre and Entertainment Arts. And here's where we train the young performers, the young writers, directors, stage designers, lighting designers of the future for the industry, so that there's some continuity. And this is again a pet project of mine, and it's so rewarding to see children from the age of 7, and we have students up till the age of 40 coming in to learn. Hopefully, you know, these people will grow up to be the creative minds of our country in the future. As you can see, I'm on a little nationalistic as well, and I have big hopes for my country, and I hope that the work I do in performing arts can impact the country in a little way, from this little corner of the world, and in this industry that I'm working in. And hopefully we can impact a nation. I'm hoping that the work we do through the arts industry, through the academy, can impact the nation, even in a small way, just to develop creative and innovative minds of the future for the country. So we will have creative scientists, creative lawyers, creative teachers, creative engineers, just creative thinkers, and contribute to a more dynamic Malaysia in the future. So anyway, I wish you all a wonderful time at this seminar. Thank you once again for thinking of me, and happy Women's Day all!